Hi, clarinets. Nice to see you again. On this series, we're going to be spending a lot of time on scales, one octave basics about different fingerings and what it means to have the different key signatures in scales. So if you would like something more advanced, refer to the more advanced scale series. The first thing I want to do, I want to start off with our C major. Now, clarinets, it's really important. Sometimes in band or orchestra, you hear the director say, concert B flat. So clarinets, you're going to start on C. That's absolutely true, but we won't get into that today. What we're going to think about, though, is how to play our scale on our instrument. So for concert B flat, that is our C major scale. So C major doesn't have any sharps or any flats, so it's a really good one to start off with. But before we get into that, clarinets, I want to give you a few helpful hints of things that we're going to be talking about. So on the back of our instruments, we have the ability for our thumb to play just that back key or to hit it and also play our register key. So the terminology that I'll be using for that is single thumb and double thumb. Double thumb simply means when you pop up to use your register key that you're using both that whole key and your register key. That's double thumb. Single thumb, again, just means you're covering the back. Now, another terminology that I like to use, especially since we're online right now, is identifying and labeling our pinkies. So on the left side, the biggest key on top is L1 for left hand 1. Then move over L2, go back L3, and then L4 is tucked up right against your ring finger. So again, L1, L2, L3, and L4. If you need to, pause the video right now and rewind that so you remember these, okay? Now for our right hand, it's R1, the one that's on top and closest to you. Then go down R2, then go all the way down and out R3, then tuck your pinky back up and that's R4. So again, R1, R2, R3, R4. That way, when we're using different terminology, we're all on the same page. So let's go over our C major scale. We're going to start on our middle C, which is single thumb, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to simply lift our third finger and we're going to move up to D. Then raise your second finger and we're going to go up to E, single thumb and front finger only. Our next note is F natural, so it's just our thumb, our single thumb, nothing else. Our next note is G. We're going to call this open G because it doesn't require any fingers. Then we'll go up to A, which is just this front key, nothing on the back, nothing on the side, just our front key, which we just simply, we rotate up to get to that note, A. Then for B, we're going to go over our bridge. We're going to have double thumb, so the key, the register key, and the whole, double thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. L1. Now, if you want to for this, because we're going to be going to C after this, you can hold down L1 and R2. Then when you go from B to C, you simply lift up your left pinky and your C is already there. But if you want to alternate, you can go B, C. So here's B using L1 and R2. Then I'm simply going to lift up L1. R2 is already supportive and that is our C. Now I'll play this through for you and then we'll talk about alternating pinkies. Now, it's not a very good practice to keep your fingers up as high as I am over the clarinet. I'm simply doing that so that you can see what my fingerings are. But normally for you, keep your fingers hovered right over the keys and the tone holes. Now, last thing for today, all pinkies almost can be played on the opposite side. So if we chose for C major to do B with L1 and C with R2, we can always alternate that. The most important thing is that you always alternate left, right, not right, 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 right. So what we did today was L1 to R2. If you want, you can do R3 for B and then L3 for C. So you can go instead of, but again, it's your choice, whatever you prefer, whatever makes sense for the music, for the scale, and for your instrument. Great job, guys. I'll see you soon.